is the Illinois Fighting Illini. All offseason, we heard about how the Illini were one of the elite teams in college football and why they deserve to be ranked so high. I'm honestly a big fan of Illinois being good, and I think it's awesome when a team that's not usually very good is ranked high, but I just didn't get it. They lost their two best players last year in my opinion, and just because they returned a bunch of talent didn't exactly mean anything. I think Illinois is pretty much the same team that they were last year, it's just that the schedule has been a little bit harder. After starting out with wins against Duke, Western Michigan, and Western Illinois, they got skull-crushed by number 19 Indiana 63-10. That was pretty much when I knew that Illinois was sort of fraudulent, as no matter what you thought about Indiana, that was a horrific way to lose. But then they did something. They bounced back with wins over USC and Purdue, and it felt like Illinois was still a playoff contender. After fighting a little bit with Ohio State, they had found their second loss, and were now 5-2, but they still had a path. Their last 5 games were not impossible, and if they could win out, they had a legit shot at going to the college football playoff, especially if both Indiana and Ohio State really did finish in the top 3. But they blew it. This past weekend against Washington, Illinois was just not good. They ended up losing 42-25, and Luke Altmaier had 2 huge interceptions, they couldn't really get the ground game going, and the defense just fell apart. I think Washington's a pretty good equivalent to Illinois, as they're both second-tier Big Ten teams, but this felt like a death blow to their season. Illinois is now currently 5-3, and it's pretty much impossible for them to go to the playoff. You'd have to hope for Oregon, Ohio State, and Indiana just to completely fall apart for them to even get to the Big Ten championship, and then even then, I'm not picking Illinois to win that game. So to me, it looks like their season is pretty much over, but at minimum, it is on life support of all life support. Luckily though, they have a pretty easy schedule as they'll play against Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, and Northwestern, and I think there's a real chance they go 4-0 down that stretch and end up with a 9-3 record. They'll end up in a decent bowl game like they were last year, and it'll pretty much just be an exact repeat of 2024. I don't think Illinois is a bad team.